100% live. W7 for the girls all day and night. W7 Productions. From golf, volleyball, it's girl sports in Wisconsin. W7 Productions. Basketball, softball, W7 for the girls.
Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.
Welcome in, W7 Nation. We are back here in Random Lake tonight for a Big East Conference showdown between the visiting Mishicot Indians. They come in 10-5 overall, 7-4 in conference play. They're led in scoring by a senior, number 10, Kaylee Telechka, 14.7 points per game. And matching her pace is the sophomore, Julie Keppel, also at 14.7. Meanwhile, for the Rams of Random Lake, they come in 9-7 overall, winners of their last four, 5-5 in conference play. Actually, I think they're up to, should be up to 6-5, or if not 7-5. Either way, they're led in scoring by senior Abby Borchard, 18.7 points per game. She leads the Big East South in scoring. To go along with number 32, Hallie Van Horn, the sophomore. This one should be an interesting one. Both teams looking to stay afloat atop the top half of their conferences respectively. Mishicot, of course, in the Big East North. Random Lake in the Big East South, so this one a crossover contest. Won't factor into the conference standings, but nonetheless will go a long way in determining some seedings down the stretch, as both these teams will be in some regionals with some common opponents. We'll take a quick step away, about 3.5 minutes left to go before National Anthem and starting lineups. You're watching W7, presented by the Pat Connaughton Foundation and powered by Jolly Good Soda. They put the pop in Wisconsin.
Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.
What's up, everybody? It's Pat Connaughton. On behalf of myself and my Pat Connaughton Foundation, we want to thank you for tuning in. I started my foundation back in 2016 with the goal of creating access to athletics for the next generation of student athlete, especially in underserved communities. We do this through courts, clinics, and character. We've seen that kids who build habits through sport, they learn those translatable life skills that we teach: hard work, teamwork, leadership, accountability, discipline. The list goes on. They set themselves up for success both on and off the court later on in life. We've been fortunate to impact tens of thousands of kids over the last 6 years, and we hope to continue to grow in those three areas: courts, clinics, and character, so that we can continue to impact kids throughout the state of Wisconsin and even globally. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your support. And if you care to learn more, please visit our website, www.patconnaughtonfoundation.org.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Random Lake High School. This evening we are hosting a Big East Conference basketball game between the Indians from Mishicot and your Random Lake Rams. Random Lake High School, the Big East Conference anthem will be writing a required good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators at education-based interscholastic events. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, ethnic comments, or other intimidating and unsportsmanlike actions directed at official student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. Thank you. To honor America and those defending our freedom, we ask you to please stand, remove your hats, and place your hand over your heart for the playing of the national anthem by the Random Lake High School pep band under the direction of Mr. Brandon Miller. And now the introduction of starters for tonight's game. First, the starting lineup for the visiting Indians of Mishicot. Number 10, 6-foot senior, Kylie Tulachka. Number 25, 10 junior, Julie Keppel. Number 22, 5'10" junior, Cora Chidola. Number 24, 5'6" senior, Grace Williams. And number 34, 5'7" junior, Christina Morel. Number 35, junior,
right, we're back, all set, ready to go here. Opening tip controlled by the Indians. Work on a couple things there. There we go. Opening basket for Kaylee Telechka. Get a scoreboard up for y'all. There we go. Runner on the way, no good. Rebound, Telechka. She'll leave for Willems across the timeline. Borch will guard Williams on the right side. Skip pass over to, that is Julie Keppel. Moyle now back on the right wing. They find Telechka on the flex cut. That one nearly out of bounds. Saved, though, by Telechka. Stoll, a deep left corner, back to the top. And we'll work on getting the clock up for y'all here. Two nothing Mishicot here in the early going, and now we're going to have an illegal screen. It goes on number 22, Cora Stadola. Her first, team first. So 16:32 left to play here, opening half. Mishicot in the road blacks, orange outline on the numbers. Jayla Harder, right-hand runner, no good. Rebound to Telechka. She'll bring it up the left side, picked up by Borchert. Inside, that one redirected there by Van Horn. Keppel doesn't have her shot blocked often. Van Horn gets her on that trip. Foul on the drive, two shots coming here for Van Horn. Personal foul goes on Julie Keppel. Her first, team second. So 15:51 to go on the clock. Random Lake on the board. Free throw there from Van Horn. Second one on the way, good. 2-2. 15:45 left to go. Telechka across the timeline. Keppel up top. Now Willems right wing. Stadola thought about it, thinks otherwise. Moyle left wing, no good, back iron. Offensive reload though for the Indians. Willems comes up with the rebound. I'm going to try to get us zoomed in here a little bit. I don't want to operate from outer space. Right hand turnaround, up and in. Kaylee Telechka. Borchert down the right side, throws that one out of bounds. Turnover for the Rams, possession back to Mishicot. They lead 4-2 in the early going, 15:02 left to go here, opening half. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering on. It's a game that Mishicot's involved in, so I know there's probably a lot of people out there watching. Let us know who you are and where you're watching from. One tipped out of bounds. Possession going to remain with the Indians. Willems will trigger the inbound. Telechka left wing. Back to the top. Now right wing Moyle. A little 2-3 zone here out of the Rams. Van Horn and Keppel doing battle on the inside. Telechka down the right-hand side, throws it up, no good. Tipped out, rebound in the hands of Chloe Tice. She'll leave for Van Horn. Van Horn will operate across the timeline, guarded by Stadola. Telechka nearly comes up with the steal. Back us out just a little bit there. Now Indians do get the steal, left side, right hand, Telechka. And it's a 6-2 lead, Mishicot. Van Horn guarded by Stodola. Jump through Porcher, runner good. And if you're a Random Lake fan, that's a good sign for the Rams. Those are the ones Borchard hasn't gotten to go the last 3-4 games. Stodola, a little 8-footer. And that's going to get a timeout from head coach Trina Van Horn. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with him. You're watching W7. Presented by the Pat Connaughton Foundation and powered by Jolly Good Soda. They put the pop in Wisconsin.
Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.
Back here out of the timeout, early 8-4 lead for Mishicot. On the road, they're in their road blacks, orange outline on the uniform. There's Random Lake in the home whites, blue numbers. Borchard's on the left-hand rail, up and in. And she's up to 4. That'll allow the Rams to set up their little half-court trap. Nice job, Mishicot, handling the pressure. They find Telechka, give the assist to Moyle. And K-Dala up to 8. Oh, shot fake, one dribble pull up, no good from Becca Arndt. Rebound for Telechka. That's her third of the night. Telechka already 8 points, 3 rebounds unofficially. So already sniffing a double-double. I know she's only got 3, but the minute she plays and how she attacks the glass, just a matter of time. Indians patient on the offensive end. Williams right wing, guarded by Borchard. Van Horn nearly comes up with a steal. Back to Stodola. Little crossover down the right-hand side. Up, in. Count the baskets. And free throws are on the way. Personal foul goes on Chloe Tice. Her first, team first. And Stodola, she'll go to the free throw line, shoot the bonus free throw. 12 of 21 on the year, 57.1%. For the junior. And can't get that one to go. Offensive rebound, put back. Julie Keppel. Keppel's first points of the night come on the rebound, put back. Van Horn on the right rail, throws it up, can't get it to go. Personal foul coming. We'll have 2 free throws here for Hallie Van Horn. Personal foul goes on number 22, Cora Stodola. Her second, team third. So 1 dribble and up for Van Horn. 65.7% on the year. Second one, no good. So Van Horn will split a pair. Stodola up the left side. Still in the game with those 2 fouls. Something to watch here as the game goes on. Mishicot not very deep on the bench. Keppel tries a little Euro step through, has that one blocked out of bounds. So Rose now off the bench. She'll grab Stodola. Rose now, the freshman, averaging 4.7 points per contest. Keppel, left-hand runner, no good. Tipped around, ball still loose. Borchard's going to come up with it. He's got Kinsler up ahead. She corrals, left-hand lay-in for Mara Kinsler. Give the assist to Borchard. Indians quickly into the half court. Also into the game on that dead ball, Carson Kraus, sophomore. Jump ball, possession is going to go back to the Rams. Scoreboard's got one arrow, scores table's got another. We'll have a conversation about it. That's the first jump ball of the day. It's the first jump ball of the day. Mishicot had the opening tip, so it should be Random Lake basketball. 14-9, 10:51 left to go. And this one. Mishicot man-to-man. They got Van Horn on the back door. Left hand, up and good. Van Horn up to 5 now. 1 bucket, 3 free throws. Telechka trying to find Keppel on the right block. Throws it right into a jump ball. Possession's going to remain this half of the floor, though. Willems will walk into your living room. She'll trigger the inbound here for Mishicot. They lead 14-11. 10:24 left to go. Up top, 3 ball on the way. Front rim no good. Rebound to Van Horn. She'll look to push. She's got Borchard on the right side. Up and in for Abby Borchard. And she's up to 6 on the night. And another 2 for Kate Dalla. And she's the first one in the double figures on the night with 10. Lead back up to 3 for Mishicot. Borchard for the tie, back rim no good. Rebound Kinsler has that one ripped away by Telechka. She'll lead the break now. She'll try to left side, right hand scoop shot up and in. 12 points now for Kaylee Telechka. He's coming to play on the bright lights of W7. Kraus nearly comes up with that turnover. So Moyle will check back into the game for Mishicot. Kraus will grab a seat. Rathke into the game for Random Lake. Borchard up top, shot fake. She'll drive the right-hand side, throws it up. Going to be fouled. Couple free throws coming here for Abby Borchard. Personal foul goes on Rose now. Her first, team 4th. So with 9:19 left to go opening half, it's an 18-13 lead for the visiting Mishicot Indians. Borchard, 53.2% on the year, unable to get the first to go. Second one up and good. Indians back on the attack here into the front court. Rams back into that 2-3 zone. This time they've got Van Horn up top along with Borchard. Find a cutting Keppel on that high post. They had Moyle wide open on the left block. Deep 2, short, no good. Tipped around right, back into the hands of Moyle. She's got a runner. And we got a timeout, Mishicot. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We're going to take it with them. You're watching W7, presented by the Pat Connaughton Foundation and powered by Jolly Good Soda.
The taste of your lips, I'm on a run. You're toxic, I'm sipping on the taste of a poison paradise. I'm addicted to you, don't you know that you're toxic? And I know what you do, don't you know that you're toxic? Let's go, guys. Don't trip, don't trip. We got this.
So back here in Random Lake, nice attack out of the timeout. They find Telechka wide open on the left-hand side. And we're going to get a travel violation. So nice job by the Indians there, kind of walling up on the attack of Van Horn. It was either going to be a charge or it was going to be a travel. Yeah, I think if you're Random Lake, you're happy it's not a personal foul on Van Horn. So back to man out of the timeout here for the Rams. Rose now pulls up middle of the paint. 2 shots coming. She's going to be fouled. Let's see who that goes on. It's going to go on Courtney Rathke. Her first, team second. And first free throw up and good for Kenzie. 66.7% on the year. And she's got them both. Left corner 3 right in front of head coach Mike Garceau, Courtney Rathke. Indians quickly and up the court. Good transition off the made basket. Rams back to the 2-3 zone. Turn around, that one blocked. So that's the second block tonight against Keppel. Top of the key, 3, no good. Rebound from Moyle. She'll bring it up the right side. Across the timeline. Buried in the right corner. Trailed, thought about it, and now she'll pull it as Grace Willems. You betcha. They go inside to Kinsler. Little turnaround, up and down. Mara Kinsler up to 4 on the night. Rolls down the right corner. Nice find. Finds a cutting Julie Keppel. And it's going to draw another timeout from Random Lake. That's a full timeout. We're going to take it with him. You're watching W7, presented by the Pat Connaughton Foundation and powered by Jolly Good Soda. Here's a message from Pat and the PCF.
The inception of my foundation started with clinics. I went to clinics growing up as a kid, learned how to shoot, dribble, pass. What we try to do at the PCF with our clinics is make sure that we teach that next level of skills and habits that translate far beyond the court. The hard work, the teamwork, the discipline, working together with their teammates who they just met, having fun while going through adversity. For me, it's some of the things that I enjoy most on a yearly basis is being a part of those clinics, being able to see a kid walk in on day 1 and walk out on day 3, having some friends that they've made for life. Those moments, I think, are what are really going to inspire these kids to be able to go on and accomplish things, whether it's on the court or off the court. To learn more about our clinics or to take part in our clinic, whether it's Wisconsin or Massachusetts, be sure to visit our website, www.patconaghtonfoundation.org/events.
Back here in Random Lake, it has been Mishicot from the start. They led from the opening tip. got the opening tip, controlled it, came down, scored. 25-19, 6:30 left to go. Kind of been the transition game a little bit here from Mishicot. They go inside to the Rams of Van Horn. That one too high, too far. Mishicot going to come up with another steal. Rose now operate on the right side. A little hesitation, she'll attack the paint. Throws up the runner, gets it to go. 27, or now 29-19. Borchard stepped through, and they're going to get her on the traveling violation. So Jayla Harder and Becca Arndt will check back in for Random Lake. Looks like they're going to shift back to man-to-man. Actually looks more like a 1-3-1 look. Nope, it is man-to-man. Willems, top of the key. Rose now. She'll operate. Trying to get the ball inside to Telechka. She's working down low, left wing, three, splash. Grace Willems. Her second triple of the night. She's up to 6. And it's a 32-19 lead for Mishicot. And I think they're going to get Moyle on the foul. They do, so Moyle picks up her first, team 5th. Hey, kick it back out. Van Horn will operate now up top. Over to Tice, right wing. Up to Borchard. Left wing three, around the rim and out. Rebound, Grace Willems. She'll pitch it ahead to Telechka. Telechka now on the attack. A little jump stop, pull up for 2. And it's been all Mishicot since that last timeout taken by Random Lake. Another timeout by head coach Trina Van Horn. It's another full timeout. You're watching W7 presented by the Pat Connaughton Foundation and powered by Jolly Good Soda. They put the pop in Wisconsin. Coming up later this week, we are no games Wednesday and Thursday. Rare back-to-back off days for us. But Friday, back in action. St. Mary's Catholic, they come to town. We'll take on Random Lake. Gary will be here for that one. I am headed to Mishicot as they host Reedsville. And then the Pope's Invitational on Saturday. Always a good time down at Pius for the Pope's Invitational. But right now, 34-9, that one. Redirected by Rose now, out of bounds. Arndt will trigger the inbound into Borchard. Tice now right wing, back up top to Van Horn. Thought about the 3. Good closeout though by Keppel. Down the right-hand side, up and in, count the basket. Abby Borchard. So Borchard gets the runner to go. Personal foul is going to go on Julie Keppel, her second. So now 2 fouls on Keppel, 2 on Stadola. We'll see what head coach Mike Garceau elects to do here. He'll send Telechka back into the game. And taking a seat will be Keppel. Sedola's still out there with those 2 fouls. Borchert back rim, no good. Tapped out into the hands of Grace Willems. Over to Rose now, and she's on the attack down the right-hand side. Easy lay-in for Kenzie. She's up to 6 on the night. Lead back to 15 here for the Indians. Tice thought about the 3. Trying to get it to Harder on the back door. Now we got a jump ball tie-up. Possession's going to favor Random Lake. So with 3:56 left to go on the first half clock, critical offensive possession here, and baseline out of bounds coming. You got to have points on this one. And on the left hand or right hand side, they find Chloe Tice. Her first bucket of the night. Right wing for Kraus, back up top. Stadola now out of the off the right elbow, kick out. Rose now on the left hand side, runner, got it. Telechka able to get the block, but she bats it right to Madeline Abler. And 38-25, we play on. 3:14 left to go here, opening half. Inside to Stadola, back out to Willems up top. She'll bring it all the way over to the left wing, and Rose now. Now left corner, Rose now 3. Back rim no good. Tapped out. And you're going to have a backcourt violation. So 2:55 left to go. Another critical possession if you're Random Lake. Trail by 13. Looking to probably get this down into the 8 or 9 point range. There's 6 white jerseys out on the floor. They get it corrected there. Tristan Nolan in the game here on that dead ball situation. Now she picks it up right short corner. Borchard runner off the side of the backboard, no good. Rebound Abler. And it's going to be controlled in the corner. And now we're going to get a charge call on Telechka. She just turned her shoulder, buried her, tried to go down the right-hand sideline with the right hand. There's no room to go. And we've got an injured Ram player on the floor. We'll take a quick break. You're watching W7, presented by the Pat Connaughton Foundation and powered by Jolly Good Soda.
While we started with clinics at the PCF, what we grew into and it's become a mainstay for us are courts, Connaughton courts. We realized that a clinic has an impact for 1, 2, 3 days. A court has an impact for 365 days a year. I was a product of a community center, Fidelity House back home, in which the court was utilized for everything. We want to continue to find places like Fidelity House to partner with, to the point where these courts are providing a safe place for these kids to play. They're providing a place for these kids to learn from mentors, coaches, volunteers that will impact them far beyond the playing surface. We've been fortunate to partner with places like Og Prep, St. Marcus, and Neighborhood House that really preach the values that we take pride in at the PCF. They can develop these habits that will attribute to their success in the years to come. Visit www.patconnaughtonfoundation.org/courts.
So is Courtney Rathke, that was down, hurt, taking a look possibly at the head area. In, up, and good. The answer, Becca Arndt, her first 2 of the night. Personal foul goes on number 34, Christina Moyle. There's Madeline Abler. She gets the offensive reload. Rams will reset. They go back inside. Arndt, turnaround, no good. And now we're going to get a little cheapo reach-in foul. Going to go on number 14, Becca Arndt. With as much as they've let go on in this game, it's tough to call that little reach-in foul. Really wasn't any contact at all to be had. 38-17, 2:15 left to go. Rose now across the timeline for the Indians. Rose now crossover, up and in. Van Horn on the back door. They can't find her off her fingertips. So it seems like the Rams have elected to kind of go a minus situation on Telechka. They've put Van Horn on Telechka. The Indians just happy and elected to play 4-on-4. Now back to 2, now back to a 2-3 zone. Rose now right corner. Back up to Willems, 1:30 on the clock. That one thrown right into the hands of Tristan Knoll. 40-27 lead here for the Mishicot Indians on the road in Random Lake. Telechka comes up with a steal. She's off to the races. And she'll pull up from 6 feet, no good. Rebound to Grace Willems. Throwing right to Tristan Knoll. Quick pitch ahead, Arndt. Jump stop up short, no good. And let's see what we get here. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession's going to go to Mishicot. So with 1:01 on the clock, Mishicot will inbound the ball. They'll bring it across the timeline. They'll get set up. Rose now the ball high out on the logo. .40 seconds on the clock. Willems right corner. Into Telechka. Turnaround no good. Rebound. Keppel. She goes high off the glass. Keppel's up to 6. Knoll right corner. Thought about the 3. Now she'll drive. Left hand floater up and in. Knoll's first 2 of the night. It's a 42-29 lead here for Mishicot. Kraus will hold the ball in front of the Random Lake bench. Back out to Kraus, right along the sideline. Kraus, 3 ball, no good. So we head to the half. Mishicot 42, Random Lake 29. You are watching W7, presented by the Pat Connaughton Foundation and powered by Jolly Good Soda. We'll take a quick break here from our sponsors, some of our own promos, and we'll be back with some first half numbers. You're watching W7.
Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.
What's up, everybody? It's Pat Connaughton. On behalf of myself and my Pat Connaughton Foundation, we want to thank you for tuning in. I started my foundation back in 2016 with the goal of creating access to athletics for the next generation of student athlete, especially in underserved communities. We do this through courts, clinics, and character. We've seen that kids who build habits through sport, they learn those translatable life skills that we teach: hard work, teamwork, leadership, accountability, discipline. The list goes on. They set themselves up for success both on and off the court later on in life. We've been fortunate to impact tens of thousands of kids over the last 6 years, and we hope to continue to grow in those 3 areas: courts, clinics, and character, so that we can continue to impact kids throughout the state of Wisconsin and even globally. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your support. And if you care to learn more, please visit our website, www.patcontonfoundation.org.
Mike Arceau just has nothing but praise for these 2 young ladies. saying, look, when we came in here and we tore this program down, we had to rebuild. These were the two seniors who stuck it through their first year when he and Connor, the regime, took over. And everybody else basically went by the wayside and said, it's too tough. I don't want to do this.
So Dakota, senior this year, what's that like as far as, as you kind of go through the season this year? I mean, a lot of laughs, but, a lot of great memories too.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of great things happening, but then you get to a point where you realize that, oh, I'm never going to play them again, or this is my last time seeing that player, or being on the floor with some of these kids, and it's just like, whoa.
Boy, what a great pass.
Beautiful pass from Kreeser there.
Being able to play for somebody that's completely different than who you are, so you don't have to put all of that on yourself, and so you're putting in 100% effort for somebody that you love just as much. Like I said, my best friend, my parents, I just want them to always know that, and they won't ever hear it until they watch the video and stuff, but I'm extremely proud of them, and I play for them every single night, and I couldn't ask for a better team.
I got this one, okay? I'm mic'd up. What's your name? Sam. Sam says hi.
We have done an incredible job all season sharing the ball, playing defense, talking on defense, getting the bench excited. That all needs to stay the same, and especially on big games like this. This game's going to come down to guts. Who's going to handle at points being down 10? Who's going to handle a tough call that doesn't go your way? Who's going to handle some banging and some shots that go in and out, or a missed free throw here and there? That's what this game's going to come down to. This is about respect. You're going out there and walking and acting with an attitude and champions. You've earned it to this point. Nobody's giving you anything. You have earned it. We have worked our butts off all season to get to this. This is why you play sports. This is why. Games like this. It's been a long time since we as a program have put ourselves in this position, and it's because of you, every single one of you. Whether you play a lot or not, you bust your butts in practice every day to make each other better. You support each other to play in these type of games. Love it. Love it. Leave it all out there. Show them what Hale toughness is.
Breakdown! Husky! Breakdown! Husky! 1, 2, 3, team!
Yes, Ed, there is a hot dog with relish in the Oak Creek dugout. How can you not love that? That is just amazing.
If you don't know W7, you don't know Notre Dame girls basketball. I'm Samia Pitchka. And I'm Charlie Apple. And W7 is for girls.
I'm gonna soak up the sun.
Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.
Back here out of the locker room, it is the Indians 42, Rams 29. Mishicot 42 first half points, led in scoring by the senior Kaylee Telechka, 16. 10 from Kenzie Rose now, just a freshman. 6 from Julie Keppel, go along with 2 threes and a total of 6 points from Grace Willems and 4 from Cora Stadola. 17 two-point field goals, 2 3-point makes, 2 of 3 from the line were the Indians. For the Random Lake Rams, 29 first half points, led in scoring by senior Abby Borchert. She had 9. 5 from Hallie Van Horn, 4 from Mara Kinsler, 3 from Courtney Rathke, and then 2 from Madeline Obler, 2 from Becca Arndt, 2 from Tristan Knoll, and 2 from Chloe Tice. 11 two-point field goals, 1 3-pointer, and 4 of 7 from the free throw line were the Rams in the first half. Rams going to have to get it going here quickly in the second half if they want to make this a game here down the stretch. 42-29. Coming up later this week, Mishicot will make its return on Friday, as will Random Lake. Random Lake back in action here Friday at 7:15 against St. Mary Catholic. Gary Whipperman will have that one. I will be up in the cot as they take on Reedsville, and it is a festival of a night. Let's just put it that way. They've got youth night. They've got some teddy bear toss going on. W7's coming to town. So, you know, be a big night. So out there for Mishicot, they will have Willems, Telechka, Stadola, Moyle, and looks like Julie Keppel. A fresh 18 on the clock, and we are underway. It's going to be Borchert, Van Horn, Tice, Harder, and Becca Arndt. Crossover from Van Horn up top, kick, little 8-footer from Chloe Tice. So a good start here for the Rams on their opening offensive possession. Willems deep in the right corner, guarded by Borchert. Up top now to Moyle. Trying to get the ball inside to Telechka. They go to high post. Keppel, kick out. They're running Willems on the yo-yo all the way along the baseline, corner to corner. And a couple numbers. You see the numbers. Throwing in a little one dribble pull up, no good from Stadola. And they're not going to say it's tipped. And possession back to Random Lake. So they trail by 11, 42-31. Just under 17 left to go here in the second half. Borchert up top, jump through, she'll pull up now from 15, no good. Rebound And Becca Arndt's going to pick up. Oh, Becca Arndt was fouled. Apologies. Personal foul goes on Julie Keppel, her third, team first. So now a little bit of foul trouble here for the Indians. And Julie Keppel. First free throw from Arndt, no good. And second one, way right. So Arndt unable to get either. Willems across the timeline, guarded by Borchard. Now right wing to Moyle. Trying to get the ball inside, unable to do so on this possession. Should say this rotation. Moyle right wing. Sadola down the left side, backs it back out now into Keppel. She's going to be, they're going to call a hold. That one goes on Chloe Tice, her second, team first of the half. A fine Telechka down the left rail, too strong on the overlay. Back the other way comes Random Lake. Skip past to Harder. Rams trail by 11, make it 8. That's a triple. Allie Van Horn, she's up to 8 on the night. Left side now, Rose now guarded by Van Horn. Crossover. A lot of folks up in the stands calling for a travel to my left, but not there. A fine Rose now on the left-hand side. Nice find by Telechka. Quickly up the other way to the Rams. Swing the ball now left side Harder. Looking to get it to a cutting Becca Arndt, unable to do so. Shot no good. Rebound into the hands of Moyle. Rose now left side. Kick out. Moyle thought about the three, thinks otherwise. Now they'll put Rose now in the yo-yo position. Let her run corner to corner. Inside to Keppel. And reach-in foul going to be called on Jayla Harder. Her first, team second. They go into Moyle up top. Willems deep right corner. Back up to Rose now. Mishicot just kind of content here to work a little clock, find the best available shot against this zone. Rose now kick out. That would have been a travel there. She stepped all the way behind the three-point line and then put it on the deck. Turnover either way. Rams back the other way. Spin. Up and in. Hallie Van Horn. And now Telechka comes up limping. Official stoppage. 14-12 left on the game clock. Stadola will come in. Van Horn up to 10 on the night with that little left-hand spin cycle. Lead back down to 8 for Mishicot. They led 42-29 at the half. Of course, we saw a 16-point comeback last night over in Oostburg. Van Horn quickly up ahead to Van Horn. Left side, shot fake, blow by, up and in, Hallie Van Horn. Rose not on the left side, back out to Keppel. Trying to go inside to Moyle, they'll elect to do otherwise. Back up top. Skip pass now, Willems right wing. (44-38), 13-20 left to go here in this one. trying to get it inside on a cutter, unable to do so on the Indians. Random Lake pinching off those passing lanes. 3-ball, back rim, no good. Rebound in the hands of Beck Arntz. Now to Portrait, up ahead to Van Horn, goes with the reverse, no good. Moyle now quickly into the front court. Spin dribble. Leave to Sadola, now they go inside. Keppel. Hey, nice footwork there, but that one redirected. Van Horn on the redirect. Quickly up ahead, Portrait, right hand lay-in, up and in. That's going to draw a timeout from head coach Mike Garceau and the Lady Indians. The lead down to 4, 12:33 left to go. It's going to be a full timeout. We'll take it with them. You're watching W7, presented by the Pat Connaughton Foundation and powered by Jolly Good Soda. They put the pop in Wisconsin. And she lifts that one in the left center field. Not coming back. Touch them all. Another home run for the Random Lake Rams. This time, Jayla Harder goes deep. Back here in Random Lake, it is now a 40, I'm missing some points on the board. It's now a 44-40 lead for Mishicot. They led 42-29 at the half. Joe, I see, yep, good Mishicot memories at halftime. We popped up some of our state footage that we had when we were with them. Of course, we'll be with Random Lake as long as they're playing into the postseason, as well as Notre Dame and Germantown. Kraus up top, she operates. Now left side, Rose now. One dribble floater, no good. Rebound, Courtney Rathke. Good to see her back into the game. She took a hard charge, hit the back of her head back in there. Good to see that. They'll bounce back out now to Rathke. She'll operate at the top. Portrait right side, guarded by Willems. She'll kick out to Abler. And they're going to get a traveling violation, possession back to Mishicot. And inside, back out, Willems, 3-ball, splash. It's a much-needed basket for the Indians. Lead back to 7, 47-40, 11:15 left to go in this one. Willems up to 9, all via the 3-ball. Kraus comes up with that steal. She's off to the races down the left-hand side. Crossover now back to the right. She'll lay it up and in. 49-40. Kraus's first 2 points of the night. 3-ball, no good. Rebound in the hands of Mishicot. If you're Mishicot, you want to take a long offensive possession here. Hallie Van Horn set to check in at the next dead ball. Inside to Keppel. Of course, you want to keep Van Horn on the sideline as long as you can if you're Mishicot. You do that by keeping the clock rolling. Rose now, kick out, 3, back of the rim, no good, and that's going to hit the tether. And that's going to allow Van Horn to check in as well as Mara Kinsler. Van Horn back in there. Over to Abler or to Rathke. Works it up top now down the right-hand side. A little pull-up. Backer iron, no good. Rebound in the hands of Telechka. Under 10, 49-40. Carson Krause at the point. They're going to call a foul. There is nobody near Rose now when she threw the pass and tipped around. I don't know. It goes on Abler, but Abler must have a ghost out there playing as well. 49-40, 9:30 left to go. Krause back up top with it now, left wing. And the Telechka, little touch pass. Nice find. And another two for Julie Keppel, her first two of the second half. She's up to 8. Telechka now will switch off on Van Horn. Rose now out to guard Abler. A little jump through, pull up. Borchard around the rim. No good. It's going to be saved. But on the line was Grace Willems. So with 9 minutes to go, it's back to an 11-point lead for the Indians, 51-40. Rams will inbound underneath their own basket. They go up top. Deep two on the way. Count it. Hallie Van Horn. Unofficially up to 14 on the night. Willems left wing, back up top, now to Krause. Left wing for Willems. They go inside, back out. Gonna end up back in the hands of Krause. She'll bounce it out, inside to Keppel, out to Rose now. Double dribble violation. Possession back to Random Lake. 8:14 left to go in this one. Barb Kinsler checking in. Good to have you back on the broadcast, Barb. Cheering on Mara. Right corner three, Abler, no good. Rebound Willems. She says slow it down. She gives it to Krause. Under 8. Right corner to Rose now. Kick out. Rose now thought about it. Now that goes inside. And they're going to pick up a foul as Telechka came cutting across. It's going to go on, I believe, 34. Yes, it is. It is going to go on Mara Kinsler. Her first, team fourth. So Mishicot will inbound with 7:35 left to go on the clock. Keppel inside, that one redirected. We head the other way with it. Great job getting back by Telechka. She tips that one out of bounds. Sideline inbound coming here for Random Lake. 7:27 left to go on the clock. 9-point lead for the Indians. 51-42. Of course, stick around after the game for our Pat Connaughton Foundation Player of the Game. 3-ball no good from Borchard. Offensive reload for the Rams. Rathke pull up, around the rim and out. Rebound, Arndt puts it back up. She's going to be fouled. No, they're calling a jump ball. They call that a jump ball. Possession back to Mishicot on the arrow. Tough call if you are Random Lake, and one you love if you are Mishicot. Right wing, Stadola, one dribble pull-up. Telechka now attacks the middle of the paint, right hand, pulls up from 12, no, and we're going to get a foul from behind. It's going to go on the freshman, Kenzie Rose now. Her second, team second. So with 6:50 left to go, Borchard across the timeline. They trail by 9. Arndt pull up, side of the backboard, no good. And now a personal foul going to come on Arndt. Little frustration foul there. Her second, team fifth. Right wing now. Back to the top, left wing, Willems. They run Rose now. Nice find on the right side. And now we're going to get a foul on Abby Borchard as Telechka tries to throw the pass out to the top. Inbound up top now, right corner to 3. Got it! Grace Willems. Four triples on the night for Willems, up to 12. Left corner now, Van Horn. She'll dribble it back up top. Random Lake seems just a little bit out of sorts on what they want to do. Shot fake from Borchard. That one blocked by Stadola up top. Now off to the races down the left-hand side. She'll pull it up and kick it back out. Mishicot will try to run some time off the clock. Rose now off the left wing, right corner Willems. Looking to go inside to Keppel. Five to go, that one tipped. Telechka going to track it down. (54-42). 12-point lead for the Indians. They're looking to run some clock and just run this one out. And now we get a foul. That's going to go on Hallie Van Horn. Her first, team seventh. So Stadola will shoot the one and the bonus. 57% on the year is Stadola, 12 of 21. Back iron, no good. Rebound to Borchard. She'll race it into the front court. Now finds Rathke, right side runner, no good. Into the hands of Julie Keppel. .420 left to go. Keppel down the right rail, throws it up, and she's going to be fouled on the way up. 2 shots coming for Mishicot. So Arndt picks up her third, team 8th. 2 free throws coming, though, for Keppel as she was fouled in the act of shooting. First one, no good. Keppel comes into the game 87 of 114, 76.3%. So rare miss there for Julie. Second one, around the rim and down. Lead back up to 13 for the Indians. They lead 55-42. 4:05 left to go. Left wing three, splash. Chloe Tice. She's up to 7 on the night, and the lead down to 10. Rose now guarded by Tice. She'll go under the screen. Crossover now down the left-hand side. That one might have been redirected by Van Horn. Nobody in position, though, to really attack the glass and rebound for the Indians. Transition three, no good from Van Horn, tipped around into the hands of Julie Keppel. She'll back it out, a couple relief dribbles. Now pitch it up right side. Find her guard in Rose now. That pass taken away and taken right back by the Indians. Got 3 timeouts left to the Indians. If they get in trouble, 2 for the Rams. Back up top the Rose now. Swinging around. Looks like they're going to run. Run a little down screen action. Run some clock off here. 3 minutes exactly to go on the clock. 55-45. Mishicot puts 4 up at the half-court line. They find Telechka diving right down the left-hand rail. And Telechka commits the cardinal sin. You're up 12. You want the clock to run. And the last thing you want to do is foul 80 feet from the basket. That was Telechka's first bucket of the second half. She had 16 at the break. Now up to 18. Tice deep left corner up to Van Horn. She's guarded by Telechka. Crossover now. Jump stop, step through, up and in. Hallie Van Horn. 11 points for Van Horn here in the second half. Finding cutting Grace Willems. Left hand, up and in. Kinster with it up top. Tice left wing, back up the porch. A nice closeout by Willems. Jump stop. Can't get it to go off the back iron. Rebound in the hands of Julie Keppel. She'll give to Willems. Willems with 1:57 on the clock. Will walk it across. Timeout, Coach Scarso. Full timeout, 1:54 left to go. It's a 12-point lead for Mishicot. You're watching W7 presented by Jolly Good Soda and the Pat Connaughton Foundation. They put the pop in
The
Wisconsin.
Pat Connaughton Foundation prides itself on the impact that we have. We started with clinics. We've grown to courts. Our new coming initiative is character, aka scholarships. How do we find a way to have an impact on a kid that will change their lives forever? We want to find ways to help reward those student athletes, help get them access to a better high school, a better AAU program, a better college, both on the court, but especially off the court. We want to someday have many kids that say, I wouldn't have been able to get to where I am today if it wasn't for the Pat Connaughton Foundation. We can't do that ourselves. We do that through people like you. We're excited to launch the endowment program for scholarships in the coming years, and we want to make sure that you stay up to date on all of the things that we're doing at the PCF. Be sure to follow us on social media. Be sure to visit our website on a regular basis, and be sure to sign up for our newsletter. Thank you again for your support, and at W7, it's for the girls.
Out of the timeout, sideline out of bounds here for the Indians. They've got the 12-point lead and the ball. They go inside to Keppel. Find a cutting back door. Corsadola, right hand no good. Rebound. Telechka, she's going to be fouled. And her 4th point of the night, her 4th point in the second half, she's up to 20. So a 20-piece here for Telechka. Madeline Abler into the game. She will grab Jayla Harder. Looking to make it 21 is Telechka. And they're going to call a personal foul on Cora Sadola. They said she pushed in the back, trying to get positioning. So possession will go back to Random Lake. We got a full timeout here on the floor, Random Lake. You're watching W7 presented by the Pat Connaughton Foundation and powered by Jolly Good Soda. One ball and one strike here to Arntz. And she's going to lift that one into center field. And that one's going to be a dinger. Not winning it as well. That is a legit home run there. Becca Arntz to dead center field. 219 out there. Hey, touch them all, young lady. Touch them all. So 1:44 left to go. It's Mishicot with the 61-47 lead. Now 4 team fouls for the Indians here. The last thing they want to do is get into a bonus and give Random Lake a couple chances to claw back into this with the clock stopped. So out of the timeout, let's see what Coach Van Horn's drawn up. And that one through the hands of Obler. Jump ball is going to be the call. Possession to the Rams. So a good hustle out of Telechka to force the jump ball. Otherwise, that one was going to be going out of bounds. Orchard right wing up top. They're swinging around. I got a double screen here for Van Horn. Now to Borchard. She'll drive the right side. Puts it up and blocked by Keppel. Personal foul goes on Julie Keppel. So that's her 4th. 5 now on the Indians. And they get a travel violation. So with 1:07 left to go, 61-47. Random Lake unable to get a bucket that trip. Rose now guarded by Rathke. Crossover. She'll bring it up the middle of the floor. And a travel violation there. There, Coach Mike Garceau saying attack the hoop. I mean, absolutely. The paint was wide open. I saw the thought process, though. She had somebody cutting on the back door, looking to pick up the dribble, hit the back door cutter, but the lane was wide open. Got to take advantage of those when you get them. Borchard off the double screen. 3-ball, front rim, no good. Rebound in the hands of Telechka. Under 40 to play. Stadola up the right side. Over to Rose now. No good. Personal foul on Borchard. So a 33.6 on the clock. Rose now will head to the free throw line. She will shoot a pair. 66.7 on the year. She's got 12 on the night, 2 for 2 in the first half, looking to add to the total. Back rim, no good. So Moyle will check back in as well as Kraus. Hallie Wittenberg into the game for the Rams to go along with Tristan Knoll. And Rose now will split a pair. And she's got 13 on the night. And another rebound for Rose now. She'll leave for Kraus. To Keppel across the timeline. Now just got to pass it out and hold it out. There we go. We don't need any extra fouls, any extra injury opportunities. And travel. Could have called 1 and 2 there. She traveled on the catch. And then also on the step through. Either way, 62-47, that's going to be the final. So your final out of Random Lake. The 4-game win streak comes to a close as Mishicot comes in here and knocks off the Random Lake Rams 62-47. Mishicot will improve to 11-5, 8-4 in conference play. Random Lake, meanwhile, drops to 9-8, 7-6 in conference play. Big thanks to head coach Trina Van Horn and her staff for having us out here all season and taking care of the camera duties. Pat Connaughton Foundation Player of the Game coming up next. You've been watching W7 presented by the Pat Connaughton Foundation and powered by Jolly Good Soda.
Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.
Yeah, those can be rough.
All right, we are back with our Pat Connaughton Foundation Player of the Game. It is Grace Willems of Mishicot. Y'all give her some love. Jeez. You know, then teammates don't like you or something. I don't know what's going on.
Wow.
But, Grace, talk to me about that game. I mean, now three wins in a row for you guys. New Holstein, Manitowoc Lutheran, and now a nice road win against Random Lake. Talk to me about coming into this game and what was your thought process?
Yeah, so we started off our year a little rough, 0-5, but was it
0-3?
0-3. Sorry, 0-3, but really tough teams. Remind that we could only grow from there, and I think that we have accomplished that a lot. We've been putting in a lot of work at practice, going in for extra hours. Obviously, we knew that Random Lake wasn't going to give up. They have two huge scorers, and we knew that we had to pinch on them. but then we struggled a little bit in the first half with getting off on the other girls and trying to help. So coming in the game, we worked hard on our individual skills and working as a team and like separating our points and not just giving them all to one person.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about, just the rundown. I mean, Kaylee had 20, Kenzie with 13, Julie 9, and you end up with 14, 4 triples. Of course, that's all unofficial. I could be way off because I'm doing everything over here.
Yeah.
But, talk about a little bit of that growth mindset this year. Like you said, we did your game way back against Laconia. I think it was Laconia.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, they're going to shut the lights off on us here pretty soon, but that's all right. But, talk about that growth mindset throughout the year.
Yes, we have a lot of young girls this year. We have, 5 starting girls from last year, and the rest were all new.
Mm-hmm.
And then we suffered some injuries this year, 2 broken wrists and some other ones. So we haven't had our whole team together till the beginning of January. So it's been more like individual skills and then trying to figure out how to play together with the girls that we have. And now that we have everybody back, it's more team-based and trying to focus on the ones that are here and putting the work in.
Just kind of starting to get going, and it's a good time to get going because, honestly, you lose all the regular season games.
Right.
If you win 8 in a row, you're a state champion.
Exactly.
That's all that matters. You just got to win the last 8 of the year. That's it. Well, hey, we're going to see you guys again on Friday. I'm going to be up there for I'm calling it kind of like carnival night. You guys got a youth night going on. Of course, we're going to be in town.
Teddy
go
bear
along
toss.
with youth night. You got a teddy bear toss. And so anything else between now and then you can think of, let's just throw it in there.
Right.
We'll just make it a big old carnival night and have fun when we come back to the cot. First trip this year, and, of course, we'll make some trips up for softball probably. But for Grace Willems, our Pat Connaughton Foundation Player of the Game, and the rest of the Mishicot Indians, one final question for you. I coached you up a little bit, but game days are?
For the girls.
Absolutely. And speaking of game days, we'll be back on Friday night with this squad up in Mishicot as they host the Reedsville Panthers. You're watching W7 presented by the Pat Connaughton Foundation and powered by Jolly Good Soda.
Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.